awake each morning by your grace. I'll feel the breezy wind by your grace. The heat of the sunshine touch my skin, feeling your warmth of embrace by your grace.
Into the 26th Muslim community that we have built. We were able to translate even the values formation that we prepared for Christians and pass it on to the imams and the ustads. And you just don't realize how dangerous that place you went to.
No, honestly, this was the second time I went. The first time I went on my own and spoke to the whole community with just a group of couples of Christ leaders.
Yes.
And it was amazing. We prayed in two days.
And you met Sultan
Karman, the head honcho of the community.
Yes, and he used to be called.
He was a rebel.
Commander Mubarak. And he ordered the massacre of 40 Christians about 15 years ago.
You know that.
But he surrendered 2001. In the same manner that Bailinda, who was a Muslim rebel, 3 years ago surrendered when we built the Bangsamoro village. And he's now working full-time with Gawad Kalinga, building homes and communities for Christians.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And so now we're bringing peace to Mindanao, not through peace talks, but by building peaceful communities. 3 years ago, when we started working with Muslims, I stopped eating pork, although I'm a devout Catholic. Because if we have to change the world, we begin to change ourselves. And when I stopped eating pork, it was just symbolic of the friendship and the respect that I have for their culture and their religion. And when we entered Camp Abu Bakr, which was the military camp of the Muslim rebels that was leveled to the ground and destroyed over 1,000 homes. We have built about 250 homes so far. The first structure that I built with my own hands, together with the soldiers that destroyed the village, was the mosque. And we can build a peaceful world. If we start really caring and respecting one another. And tonight, I just didn't want to let this evening pass without really honoring Eileen and for really loving
For me, I found myself, my humanity, my own faith. I must say thank you to Gawad Kalinga for helping me find myself. And I invite you to join me. We'll really have fun together. Anyway, we're going to have a little break, but before the break, I want to introduce two important people who are going to be sharing also later. BEBET GOZUN, she's the champion of the United Nations, champion of the earth. I don't have the long write-up. She's a wonderful lady.
Can I just introduce BEBET?
Sure.
Because I don't want also to let this evening pass.
Yeah, because you can talk to her during the break. And
by letting this opportunity pass. BEBET was a former minister, cabinet minister for the environment. And the other year, she won together with Al Gore also the international award for the environment. I think the award was given here in Singapore. But she's committed to the environment, but with her own vision of not just protecting the environment, but also protecting the people who live in the environment. And I think the world will, the planet will be a better place for our children because of people like BEBET. And we're so blessed that we have a woman like her, of her stature and achievements to be with us here tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, BEBET.
The other person that we have to introduce to you is this wonderful lad here, Paolo. This is his first trip to Singapore. Was what do you call it? The most prestigious alumnus, cum laude, yes, of LaSalle. In his year, he's like an ambassador for the LaSalle institutions of education in the whole of Philippines, right? And he put on hold a John Hopkins scholarship in order here we hear our young people complain about national service. This guy has put on hold his John Hopkins scholarship to give the best years of his life to Gawad Kalinga first. It's open-ended, right? I don't know. I don't know. During the break, feel free to approach them and tell them your interest. I was just thinking now, we were in CJC, we spoke to about 600 kids, and the interest is very high. The reason being, I've shared with them the videos that you've seen, and many schools now very interested to send their youth, it's part of the curriculum requirement, the OCIP, to Gawad Kalinga sites and do Gawad Kalinga projects. It's the best kind of education you can ever give your teenager, really. And I would also recommend something else. You know how many kinds of activities have we that teenagers can share at that age with their parents and their families? Do your teenagers interact with you? Do they? It's not cool, right? It's not. But Gawad Kalinga is something for the whole family. So or maybe OCIP can take on a different dimension. What I got from Philippines when I went was a wonderful